The people of Bihar have given their verdict. It's ab ki baar 200 par for the NDA Sarkar. Forget anti-incumbency. The Modi-Nitish duo have surpassed all expectations and all predictions. The NDA is on course for its second best tally ever, just two short of the 206 seats it secured in 2010. And the star of the show, the man of the match, is Sushasan Babu Nitish Kumar, who has been the Chief Minister of Bihar since 2005, has once again beaten the odds and defied the anti-incumbency trend. This is a pro-incumbency vote, ladies and gentlemen. Let's be clear. There is no two words or two doubt about it. Another major takeaway from this unprecedented verdict is Bihar's unwavering trust in Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Remember, after the NDA's historic performance, the Prime Minister put out a social media post calling it a victory of good governance, development, and social justice. Since 2014, I'm going to do a recall for you. You must remember this. Since 2014, whether in general elections or assembly polls, the Modi factor has consistently propelled the BJP to new heights. This time, the BJP is winning 92 out of the 101 seats it contested, an unbelievable strike rate of 91%. That's how the battle for Bihar looks like. That's how and how big this victory for the NDA is. And let me go straight to Surat, where C.R. Patil, Union Minister, joins me live. Mr. Patil, thank you for your time. इस तरह की जीत को क्या कहा जाए, C.R. भाई?
ये जीत को हम सुनामी कह सकते हैं। ये जीत के अंदर हम कह सकते हैं कि पॉलिटिकल फील्ड के अंदर भी जो लोकप्रियता होती है उससे क्या परिणाम आ सकते हैं, ये भी हम देख सकते हैं कि माननीय प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी और नीतीश कुमार, ये दोनों की लोकप्रियता, उसका जो गठबंधन, उनका जो डबल इंजन की सरकार और उन्होंने किया हुआ सुशासन, लोगों के लिए योजनाएं बनाई, उसको जमीन पे उतारी, युवा महिला सबके लिए जो काम किया, उसका ये परिणाम है। जो लोगों की अपेक्षा थी वो पूर्ण हुई। लोग सरकार से क्या चाहते हैं? लोग सरकार से सुविधा चाहते हैं, लोग लॉ एंड ऑर्डर चाहते हैं। लोगों को लगता है कि हमारे लिए सरकार खड़ी हो, हमारे लिए कुछ बने, कोई योजनाएं बने। ये जो सभी महिलाओं को सुरक्षा देना है, अपने आप में बहुत बड़ी बात होती है। और इसी कारण जो महिला उमड़ पड़ी थी, इस बार हमने देखा इलेक्शन के अंदर भी, वोटिंग के टाइम में भी, कि महिला नरेंद्र मोदी साहब के और नीतीश कुमार के इस गठबंधन को उन्होंने स्वीकारा और उन्होंने यहाँ कोई दूसरा डिस्टर्बेंस ना आए उसके लिए सभी पार्टी को खत्म कर दिया। उन्होंने ध्यान से कोई दूसरी पार्टी आकर बीच में कुछ ना कुछ अड़चन किया करे और उनको जो विकास होना चाहिए बिहार का उसको रोके और नहीं चाहते थे। और पहली बार सबसे बड़ा काम ये हुआ है कि जो माननीय प्रधानमंत्री मोदी साहब कहते हैं कि वोटिंग आपको मेरिट पे होना चाहिए। बिहार उसका ट्रेंड रहा है कि वो जाति के आधार पर वोटिंग करते हैं, मगर पहली बार बिहार ने अपना ट्रेंड बदला, वोटर्स ने अपना ट्रेंड बदला। उन्होंने कोई समाज के आधार पर नहीं, मेरिट के आधार पर वोटिंग किया और इसके कारण कई लोग जो मानते थे कि वोट तो हमारी जेब में, उनकी जेब खाली रह गई। उन्होंने मेरिट के आधार पर सभी जगह पर कैंडिडेट को वोट किया और उसका कारण ये आया, परिणाम ये आया कि आज बिहार में जाति के आधार इलेक्शन नहीं हुआ। ये सबसे पॉजिटिव बात, क्योंकि पूरे देश में सबसे बड़ा बिहार एक ऐसा स्टेट था कि जहां पर जाति का बहुत बड़ा महत्व था। आज वो खत्म हो गया, विकास सामने आ गया। ये अपने आप में बड़ी बात है। जिस तरह से माननीय प्रधानमंत्री मोदी साहब ने और नीतीश कुमार जी ने,
एक तस्वीर आ रही है बीजेपी हेडक्वार्टर्स से, जहां पर प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी will be arriving any moment now and the celebrations will happen. It's a big day for the party. Just look at their strike rate. 90 seats out of 101 is what the BJP has won. CR भाई, एक सवाल, जब हम वहां पर जमीन पे थे, बिहार हम घूम रहे थे, तो हरियाणा भाजपा के लोग, उत्तर प्रदेश भाजपा के लोग, झारखंड भाजपा के लोग, गुजरात भाजपा के लोग और सब एमएलएज, एमपीज, सब छोटे छोटे टोले में जाकर के कैंपेन कर रहे थे। ये जो बीजेपी का जगरनॉट बोलते हैं हम लोग, ये मानते हैं कि एक पूरा फोर्स लग जाता है हर स्टेट में चुनाव जिताने के लिए, ये क्या मेथड है ये?
देखो ऐसा है कि हर कार्यकर्ता को अपनी जो जवाबदारी देते हैं उसके आधार पे वो काम करता है। एक स्ट्रेटेजी बनती है, उसके आधार पे वो काम, जैसे गुजरात के लोगों ने, उनको जो 78 सीट जो हमें मिली थी उसके अंदर जितने बूथ माइनस थे हमने उसको टारगेट किया था। बहुत बड़ी सभाएं करना, मीटिंगें करना, रैली करना, वो हमारा काम ही नहीं, हमने एक भी रैली वहां नहीं की। अगर वहां जाकर हम भाषण करेंगे तो कौन हमारे सुनेगा। मगर हमने जो कार्यकर्ता हमारे यहाँ से गए थे और बाकी लोगों को भी जोड़ा और बूथ के ऊपर उनको जोड़ के उसको कैसे प्लस किया जाए, माइनस है तो क्या कारण है, माइनस में से प्लस कैसे किया जाएगा, क्या करना पड़ेगा, इसका रिपोर्ट हम रोज रात को सभी कार्यकर्ताओं से लेते थे और दूसरे दिन का प्लानिंग उसके ऊपर करते थे। तो यही इलेक्शन लड़ने का जो तरीका गुजरात का है, जो माननीय प्रधानमंत्री मोदी साहब ने यहाँ पर जिस तरह से स्ट्रेटेजी बनाकर लोगों को इलेक्शन लड़ना सिखाया है, तो वो हमने उस दिन वहां पर देखा। जो आपने देखा वही हम वहां कर रहे थे, उसका परिणाम भी आपको सामने देखने को मिला है। मुझे लगता है माननीय प्रधानमंत्री मोदी साहब वहां पर पहुंच गए, इसके लिए आप मुझे
जी
मुक्त
नहीं,
करके।
अभी नड्डा जी पहुंचे हैं, अभी नड्डा जी
अच्छा।
पहुंचे हैं, फिर उसके बाद होम मिनिस्टर अमित शाह जी आएंगे, फिर प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी आएंगे और उसके बाद वो कार्यकर्ताओं को संबोधन करेंगे। लेकिन उससे पहले सीआर भाई एक सवाल और, उसके बाद हम फिर आपको आगे जाने देंगे। यहां पर प्रो इनकम्बेंसी हो जाती है, जहां आप गुजरात में देखिए, वहां पर आप इतने सालों से सरकार चला रहे हैं, मध्य प्रदेश जाइए फिर भी इतने सालों से सरकार चला रहे हैं, ये प्रो इनकम्बेंसी फिनोमेना क्या है जो नरेंद्र मोदी से एसोसिएटेड है?
देखो ऐसा है, भारतीय जनता पार्टी भी पॉलिटिकल पार्टी है। वो इलेक्शन लड़ती है क्योंकि उसे सत्ता चाहिए। तो सत्ता प्राप्त करने के बाद सत्ता के द्वारा लोगों की सेवा करना ये भारतीय जनता पार्टी की परंपरा रही है। और उसी कारण एंटी इनकम्बेंसी बदले प्रो इनकम्बेंसी आती है और उसका फायदा पार्टी को मिलता है। तो ये जो विश्वास होता है कि पार्टी सत्ता पर आएगी तो कुछ करेगी। एंटी इनकम्बेंसी जब होती है जब कुछ काम ही नहीं करते हैं और इसके कारण उसको सहन करना पड़ता है। कोई आप रिकॉर्ड देख लीजिए, कई राज्यों में कभी भी 6 बार 7 बार की सरकार नहीं बनी होगी, बहुत कम होंगे ऐसे उदाहरण कि जहां इतने टाइम सरकार बनी होगी कंटिन्यूटी में। तो ये हमारे पास उदाहरण है और इसका कारण यही है कि पार्टी जीतती है, सत्ता के लिए इलेक्शन लड़ती है, जीतती है और सत्ता के माध्यम से सेवा करती है। यही वो प्रो एंटी इनकम्बेंसी का कारण है, प्रो
और
इनकम्बेंसी।
जी जी जी, सीआर भाई, थैंक यू सो मच फॉर स्पीकिंग टू इंडिया टुडे। आपने हमें वक्त दिया, शुक्रिया। नीतीश कुमार, द मैन ऑफ द मोमेंट, हैज गिवन हिज फर्स्ट रिएक्शन. He has said, and he has put out a tweet. Let me read that. He says, एनडीए गठबंधन ने इस चुनाव में पूरी एकजुटता, that which is essentially complete unity, दिखाते हुए भारी बहुमत हासिल किया है। इस भारी बहुमत और भारी जीत के लिए एनडीए गठबंधन के सभी साथियों, श्री चिराग पासवान, श्री जीतन राम मांझी जी और श्री उपेंद्र कुशवाहा जी को भी धन्यवाद एवं आभार। He is saying that this is the victory of the NDA. This is quintessential Nitish Kumar talking about taking everyone along, that this is about NDA. NDA ensuring that they have the caste arithmetic right, that they have the gender arithmetic right, that they have got the... Okay, in fact, Samrat Chaudhary is speaking at that gathering, which is the celebration gathering in Patna. Let's cut across to it.
कि जनता एनडीए को मेजोरिटी दी है। एनडीए लगातार बिहार में विकास का काम करते रही है।
अच्छा सम्राट चौधरी जी, एक चीज और है, क्या फैक्टर्स रहे इस जीत में? आपको लगता है लोगों ने इतनी प्रचंड जीत से आप लोगों को जीतवाया?
कि युवा, महिला और डेवलपमेंट और डिलीवरी, जनता ने इसका मजा देखा है कि 2005 से 2020 तक बिहार बदला और 2025 तक और तेजी से बढ़ा। इसलिए बिहार की जनता ने डिलीवरी को चुना और जनता इस पर भरोसा कर रही है।
और दूसरा, तेजस्वी आज भी बोल रहे थे कि बदलाव होगा, क्या आपको लगता है कि वो कन्विंस नहीं कर पाए लोगों को? और जंगल राज की भी आप लोगों ने याद दिलाई
कि जो नींव है वो लालू प्रसाद जी की है। वो कहते हैं ना, रंगल सियार से काम नहीं चलेगा। लालू जी के थ्योरी पर वो पूरी पार्टी है, लालू जी के नाम पर वो पार्टी है, लालू जी के वोट बैंक पर राष्ट्रीय जनता दल है। इसलिए जिस दिन तेजस्वी यादव को मुख्यमंत्री घोषित किया उसी दिन वो चुनाव हार गया।
एक और, सम्राट चौधरी जी, प्रशांत किशोर ने भी बहुत सारे घोषणाएं की, आपके हारने की, बहुत सारे सवाल उठाए। क्या कहेंगे प्रशांत किशोर के लिए, क्या मैसेज आपका?
इतने बड़े खुशी में इतनी बड़ी जनता ने मैंडेट दिया है, यहाँ नीति सिद्धांत की बात हो रही है, वहाँ बेनीति वाली बात क्यों कर?
अच्छा, वो शशि शेखर जी और अंजना एक सवाल पूछना चाहती है, बोलिए, पूछिए।
Mr. Amit Shah arrives at the BJP headquarters. His contribution and personal interest cannot be, underestimated, I would say. He is the man of strategy, the man of finer details, the man who prepared the Bihar blueprint, ensured that his trusted man in Dharmendra Pradhan is made the election in charge. So, here is the man who gets all the credit, the backroom person and also the person who has been leading from the front, Home Minister Amit Shah, arriving at the BJP headquarters for the celebrations as we wait for the Prime Minister to arrive now. Aishwarya, what are you seeing? It's a big day for the BJP. Aishwarya, have you heard me?
Well, Maria, let me just show you what. Yes, Maria, let me just show you what exactly I can see here. The women power in large numbers. All the women out here. आप लोग सब यहाँ पे आई है, झंडा लेके आई है. आप लोगों का ये भी कहना है कि अभी बिहार तो झांकी है. उसके आगे आप लोग कह रहे थे कि जो बंगाल है उसके अंदर भी ऐसा ही होगा.
इस बार बंगाल में भी हमारी बीजेपी सरकार आएगी और बहुत अच्छे से आएगी। हाँ, क्योंकि ये जो फर्जी वोट बने हुए थे ना, वो सब जा रहे हैं, तो बिहार में बहुत तरक्की करेगी बीजेपी।
आप लोग एक गाना भी गा रहे थे, कौन सा गाना था वो?
तो बिहार वो
अगली बार जो आप लोग वेस्ट बंगाल की बात कर रहे थे
कि अभी तो ये झांकी है, बिहार की अभी झांकी है, पश्चिम बंगाल अभी बाकी है।
Women out here, Maria, in large numbers, and all that you are seeing, the BJP flags out there, most of the women also holding the BJP flags, and Prime Minister Narendra Modi, huge cutout of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Now, this is what is the celebration looking like here at the BJP headquarters. We are understanding that, in just a couple of minutes from now, we will see Prime Minister Narendra Modi coming here. He will be speaking with the people. Turnout in large number. Prime Minister will also be speaking about the development that NDA will now be doing. Jai Jai Shri Ram. That's what most of the people here at the moment are also speaking and chanting, Maria.
And Aishwarya, we have seen how there has been too many frequent celebrations at the BJP headquarters, Just look at how the party consolidated and course corrected after 2024 debacle, where they won Haryana, Maharashtra, Delhi, and now Bihar. Aishwarya, continue to be with us. Remember, India Today Dekho LED to Jeeto contest is your opportunity to win an LED. Answer a question every hour and you could win a brand new higher LED TV. So the question of this hour is, which Chief Minister from Bihar has been honored with the Bharat Ratna? You would know that answer. It's not very tough. WhatsApp your answer, type Q7. Your answer should be sent to, look at this number again. This is the WhatsApp number, 8389994212. So the question that I've asked is, which Chief Minister from Bihar has been honored with the Bharat Ratna? Right? Just few months ago, it was given to, in fact, now we have Saran MP Rajiv Pratap Rudy joining us. Mr. Rudy, you may say you always believe that overall win will be big, but this phenomena, a repeat of 2010, did you anticipate this, that it will be so huge?
Well, no one in any election can predict certain things, but nonetheless, we can tell the trend, and the trend was very much for it. For obvious reasons, and those reasons we were speaking, but those reasons will have an impact of this account was not foreseeable. But now it has happened, then we can say convincingly that what we were assessing and telling has come true.
Overall, what do you think about this alliance? How much of credit would you give to Nitish Kumar, and what about Prime Minister Narendra Modi, your leader?
So the base starts from there. We talk about Narendra Modi, his effect, impact is always there, and we cannot deny it. It could not have been in isolation because the BJP in Bihar does not have a face. It is the face of Narendra Modi in Bihar. And for as far as JDU is concerned, is the face of Nitish Kumar as a leader. So please always remember when we talk about BJP in Bihar, uh, Narendra Modi's face is everything to us. He's the chief minister, he's the leader, he's everything. So there's no face there. So that has to be assumed as a constant factor. And coming back to Nitish Kumar is a leader, shall remain a leader, and has been considered in this election. So beyond that, there were a couple of other factors which I have been talking. And the NDA played the caste card very correct. It had a right combination. And you see these political parties which we talk about, whether it is Hum Party, Kushwaha Party, or LJP, it is not a political party per se. It is a caste party. And of course, even when you look at the philosophy enshrined, it's a socialist philosophy which is there with the JDU. They also have a political angle to it. We agree to that. But they also have a big caste base which has been carried along by Nitish Kumar, which is the OBC and the EBC. And beyond that, when it comes to BJP also in Bihar, unfortunately or fortunately, also has a caste base. Like the forwards are being represented, and if you see that the strong presence of whether it is Rajiv Pratap Rudy in the Rajput community, or Giriraj Singh in the Bhumihar community, or for that matter Mangal Pandey in the Brahmin party, or for that matter Nitin Naveen or the youngsters in the caste. So there is a grooming, and you see when you look at Bihar has not yet become completely BJP. You look at particular seats in Patna. Patna can be called a BJP seat where you give a seat to anyone. But if you apply this formula to anywhere else in the state, may not be possible. So a right combination was created. And beyond this, there was a great faith in a combination. There is a faith which emerged towards Nitish Kumar. In the election, you must have seen that we never focused anywhere on Tejashwi. Tejashwi was taken very casually. It was Lalu Yadav. And Lalu Yadav's name rings the bell in Bihar. The youth and the youngsters, women, of course, have always been with Nitish Kumar aggressively. They went ahead with. When you talk about youth, there's a large number of youth voters. But please remember, unfortunately in Bihar or fortunately in Bihar, youth is also divided. There is a Yadav youth, there is a Kurmi youth, there is a Rajput youth. So they have gone along with the combination of their ideology or the political party. So that these factors are not said in Bihar, but it can analyze. And end of the day, a good government which was there, and a faith in the government, which is Nitish Kumar. And things were changing, things have changed, things will come for a change. And of course, the overall impact of the national government has been felt. So there could not be a single factor.
Mr. Rudy, a word on Khesari Lal Yadav. He contested from what was earlier Lalu's bastion. Now it is your bastion. You have been winning this seat multiple times, almost 5 times already. How do you look at Khesari Lal Yadav's candidature? Of course, he has lost that seat, Chhapra.
Yes, I'm very upset about what I'm being upset personally. It has nothing to. Well, today we find that people come on a contract or they come for 10 days and they think that they have become a politician and they start going around. We need actors and actresses. Yeah, some of them emerge. You look at Jayalalitha, you look at MGR, you look at NTR. But Bihar at this point of still is very political alive to political leadership. Now, political leadership get actors and actresses. I'm not envious of them, but I feel very humiliated that if I get on a stage, maybe any stage for that matter, even Khesari Lal I saw, he gets on a stage, instead of hearing my political conversation, people climb up to those poles and bamboo sticks and they whistle. And I sing and they whistle. So for me, at least this is not politics. So when Khesari Lal came to Chhapra, he was bathed with tons of milk, and I do not know. And then I saw his movement. I thought he was moving like as if he's going to replace Tejashwi Yadav as a chief minister shortly. This is the inconsistent political thought process which these people have. So Khesari is losing badly. I told it it's very difficult to talk to media before the elections, because when you tell something right, they will have 10 reasons and they will say dismiss you because no one remembers what they have said. But I said that he has no political position. He is there only on Yadav base representing Lalu Prasad Yadav. But he thought that because he was an actor, he was drawing crowds, so he was a hero, and then he was. It doesn't work. His first identity as an actor was that he was a Yadav. So as an Yadav, if he came as a candidate, his identity was there. Not that his acting was being liked by everyone and that he was. So all these things actually put, at least maybe it's the way of politics these days, but I would slightly disagree to that. I did not see Janata Dal United get any such musician or an actor. I think that was sensible. But at times in politics, you need to draw crowds, you need to give an impact. We also have very good people in our party who have made a political image now. So, but they took years. You cannot win an election overnight. You can be launched, but over the years, you have to create a political image. Whether it was Manoj Tiwari or Smriti ji, they have created a political image. You work to be created. Khesari had never come to Chhapra. So he came and Chhapra, now he wants. So if he was there for 2-3 years, maybe people would have aligned themselves. So let's not, I leave it there only.
All right, Rajiv Pratap Rudy ji, thank you for speaking to India today. Of course, your constituency and the assembly segments have done quite well. And I'm going to go straight to the BJP headquarters where Home Minister Amit Shah has arrived. He'll be having some meetings because the process of the government formation has to begin also now. They will be staking claim before the present governor of Bihar, and the invitation will be given for them to form the government. Aishwarya, the new BJP headquarters. Okay, we have the image now of Rajnath Singh arrive at the BJP headquarters. The stage is set. In 15 to 20 minutes, should we expect the Prime Minister?
Well, definitely, Maria, in the next 15 to 20 minutes, we will see Prime Minister Narendra Modi arriving at the BJP headquarters. And what you are seeing behind me, massive crowd. In fact, let me show you this very interesting person, the one who's, who's come dressed as Hanumanji. He's the one you can see, very close to the place where Prime Minister Modi will be speaking. And what you are seeing behind me, these flags, the BJP flags, they at the moment are now being unfurled right in the air. So this is the kind of craze that one can very clearly see. Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Modi Modi chants. That is what you are seeing. Modi Modi chants and the BJP flag in the hands of all those who have now come to listen to what Prime Minister Narendra Modi has to say. Bharat Mata ki Jai. This is what most of the people at the moment are
the war cry, the Bharat Mata ki Jai.
About the fact that they believe in Prime Minister Modi.
And this new BJP headquarters, Amitabh Tiwari, has been pretty lucky for the party. As someone who covers the BJP, has been covering it since 2007 as a political beat, this party headquarters, when they moved from 11 Ashoka Road to this one, which of course was built after Prime Minister Modi and Home Minister Amit Shah arrived in Delhi. Home Minister Amit Shah became the BJP president in 2014 December. That's when the party headquarters was built.
Yeah, essentially the BJP, you can say, has been on a roller coaster ride since then. 3 general elections and countless Vidhan Sabha elections. So what we used to ascribe anti-incumbency to governments ruling for 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, but now it seems that the BJP has cracked the code of a pro-incumbency vote. We've seen it in Haryana, we've seen it in Maharashtra,
yes.
Now we are seeing it in Bihar again. Governments which have been running for 10 plus years have been seen getting re-elected with massive mandates. It's not that just they are scraping through while they are getting re-elected in state elections. And some of the, or rather largely you can say the setback in 2024 is now put behind because largely as an aberration. So we see this thing in phenomena now that the BJP has been winning state after election, state election after election. I think one of the differences is that unlike Congress party, it realizes that whenever it is on a sticky wicket, it takes the course correction. So here also, if you see, the party realized that you had Nitish, there was, whatever said and done, a 20-year fatigue factor. People wanted a fresh face. There was some level of anti-incumbency and disgruntlement. The opposition was promising the moon. on a step-by-step basis, several schemes were announced to manage the voters and to manage their expectations and discontent.
Do you think then that a new lexicon has to be defined or designed by political analysts such as you, political thinkers, when they have to talk about BJP victories? You know, because how do you define pro-incumbency of 20 years? And this mandate similar to when Nitish Kumar was at his peak in 2010.
Yeah, so essentially, I mean, most analysts and pollsters have looked at Bihar from a caste angle and perspective. Now, this election clearly shows that people have risen above caste and largely voted on development. This sort of a 10% plus gap in terms of vote share, and this sort of a mandate, almost now equal to the 2010 mandate, which is 3/4 plus, shows that people have voted for the track record of performance in the last 20 years. And also, they feel that NDA leadership, Nitish Kumar plus Prime Minister Modi, have the credibility, have the vision, and have the roadmap to take Bihar to new levels. It's not that there were not issues. Unemployment is an issue. And you have the opposition promising Har Ghar Sarkari job. But I think the people did not get confident enough or did not see confidence in Tejashwi delivering on the promises he made. And of course, the opposition was also splintered, not united, despite being in the same alliance. Ticket distribution issues, Rahul Gandhi, Tejashwi not holding joint rallies, etc. That also helped the BJP to a large extent in this.
I'll get more analysts who will be joining me shortly. But Amitabh Tiwari, just look at everything that they have got right. Nitish Kumar's long-term focus has been on the women-centric welfare schemes. A number of them, Lakpati Didis to Mukhyamantri Mahila Rozgar Yojana, which galvanized women of Bihar and made them political activists, almost like supporters, going from door to door, seeking votes for Nitish Kumar. So that's what the kind of mobilization that we have seen in the context of Bihar. But looking at this strike rate, I've been speaking to ministers, I've been speaking to BJP MPs, Amitabh Tiwari. Nobody foresaw this kind of a landslide. I mean, when things go right, they go right totally, I would say.
Yeah, essentially, I mean, I can tell you very confidently from my sources that the internal numbers were somewhere between 145 to 151, correct? And of course, this is a landslide victory. So what is happening is that the era of anti-incumbency, especially with respect to BJP-ruled governments, seems to be over. And now we are entering an era of pro-incumbency where people or voters satisfied with the performance of the government are voting on delivery. So they are choosing delivery over a promise of the opposition, and that seems to be tilting the scale in favor of the NDA. And this type of strike rate is never seen before. I think the parallel would be, Maria, if you remember the Maharashtra election.
Yes.
This sort of a strike rate for BJP, 90% plus strike rate for the BJP, and even for JDU, a similar kind of a strike rate. See, just one player of NDA, which is either JDU or BJP, has got twice the number of seats of Mahagathbandhan combined. That is the scale of victory. Twice the number of seats of Mahagathbandhan, only JDU or BJP have won on their own.
So when we look at Amitabh Tiwari, let me give you a sense of how the caste dynamics have played out, because caste, as we have been saying, is the constant in Bihar. Whatever happens, caste remains the driving principle, and other factors pool in, and then the big Bihar picture emerges. I'm going to give you a sense of how it is with regards to the BJP. Of course, the MY, the Nishas, the Pasmandas, the Yadavs, all pooling in for the BJP's victory. Just look at the JDU. Here is Nitish Kumar getting a significant numbers from the EBCs. These are traditional constituency of Nitish Kumar, a constituency that he created in 2006 and ensured that they stay with them because of his welfareism. That's what has worked for Nitish Kumar as we deep dive and look at this scanner. Again, the OBCs. We have been talking about Non-Yadav OBCs, because the Yadavs have been traditionally with the Mahagathbandhan, they have been and they continue to be with, because if you look at the vote share of Mahagathbandhan, it is at 38%. They have had 1% increase from last time where Mahagathbandhan had polled 37%. But it is that swing, the shift, which is being seen between the NDA and the Mahagathbandhan. That's where the big picture certainly is, because that's why you're getting this number. A huge landslide is being caused because of almost like a 10% lead which is coming in. Manisha Priyam is also joining us. This is how the Bihar Assembly is looking like, Manisha Priyam. 122 is the halfway mark, way close to almost like sweeping the entire assembly. I'm not too sure if Mahagathbandhan will even get a LOP role now. Leader of opposition, they can't claim. Manisha Priyam.
Yeah, this is abysmal performance for the Mahagathbandhan, but that's not the news today. The news is the unprecedented victory of the NDA, of the BJP, and of the JDU. Remember, the BJP and the JDU seems like have fought two different elections, but coming back home, the BJP has been able to reinvent itself as very much a Bihari party, especially in the Magadh region that I've been talking to you about. The alliances that it stitched up with Jitan Ram Majhi, with Upender Kushwaha, and apart from that, with Chirag Paswan, and apart from that, distributing tickets amongst the Ati Pichdas, the Kanus, the Rajvanshis, the Kushwahas. The BJP has come home as a Bihari and Pichhadon ki Rajniti wali party also. The BJP can very well claim now that it is not just a party of the Brahmins and the Baniyas, of the rich of the country, but also of the Garib politics of India. Remember, Biharis at abysmal 6,000 rupees a month are amongst the poorest of this country. So for the BJP, very strong ideological grounds, very strong stitching up of social coalitions, and it builds for them a political narrative that they can take nationwide, they can stretch it far and wide. But on the side of the Mahagathbandhan, the very center of that fulcrum, the RJD is collapsed. It seems they didn't have a social coalition of the MY. It seems only the Y has voted for them in earnest. Now, what would you do with a one caste party? Sans ideology, sans the ability to forge coalitions across the social horizon. The lessons for them are hard. I don't know whether they'll be able to write another script or not. Nothing is a last day in politics, but this would be long innings. The even more dramatic has been the collapse of the left. The left held on to pro-poor politics and Ati Pichra politics and gave a strong contribution to the Mahagathbandhan. That collapse means that rewriting the script for the RJD on the back of the politics of the Garib relas of Lalu Yadav, for example, is a thing of the past. At this point of time, the victory undoubtedly is that of an Amit Shah-led BJP and of a Nitish Kumar, whose long-term model, 2 decades of rule of good governance. A thank you reposed to him in a small sticky note by the women voters who've turned out in very large numbers. For the first time, women have exceeded men in Bihar.
Have exceeded, that's an important factor. But Manisha Priyam, a victory of this nature is also speaking about some kind of tectonic shift in Bihar politics. A chief minister who was at the peak of his popularity in 2010 is returning with the same mandate 15 years later.
Yeah, I mean, it's not just a tectonic shift, it's a tectonic continuity, as I may like to call it. Since 2005, in many ways, the RJD, in its consistent alliance with the Congress party, has not been able to dislodge Nitish Kumar from that chair. In 2015, a strange quirk of circumstances brought him in a confrontationist mood with the BJP. That led to a just short of 2-year-long stint of deputy chief ministership for Tejashwi. So one would like to say a very stable innings for Nitish Kumar. Definitely the ability to turn around circumstances into a pro-incumbency And definitely, even and in the last days of his political career, the sunset of his political career, due to reasons of age and health, the Bihari voter, especially the women, have reposed their trust and faith in Nitish Kumar.
Yes, and Nitish Kumar's strike rate is commendable. So is the strike rate of the BJP. We have been talking about the two strike rates, Amitabh Tiwari here. The big messaging, the anticipation, or should I say the calculation was that the BJP would not do as well. Even in this election, their performance almost like a 10-seat gap between the BJP and the JDU.
Yeah, I mean, when there is a wave, जब कहते हैं कि जब वोट पड़ता है तो पड़ता है, ठीक है. I mean, I am reminded similarly of the Maharashtra election. There are many factors to it. One, of course, is sort of an healthy competition between the BJP and the JDU. That also has helped the BJP and the JDU score this sort of a high strike rate. Now, the symbolic message which Nitish Kumar ji did by visiting Chirag Paswan's house on the festival of Chhath and Chirag Paswan taking the blessings of Nitish Kumar, that also sent a very big message to the JDU and the LJP cadre, because we were hearing that there is some sort of discontent amongst the two cadres because of a historical rift between the two parties and the experience in 2020. So I think the BJP and the JDU not only have trumpeted or not only have had an upper hand against Congress and the weaker links of Mahagathbandhan, but it seems that the JDU and the BJP have also had an upper hand in one-to-one direct contest against the captain of the Mahagathbandhan, which is the RJD. A lot is being discussed about CPI, ML, CPI, CPM, the Congress, VIP, etc. But we have to also see that the captain of the Mahagathbandhan, which fought on the highest number of seats, has performed very poorly in this election. And that speaks volumes about this mandate, because if the captain of the ship itself has a strike rate of less than 20%, then it is very, very difficult for the other weaker players to do the heavy lifting.
Okay, I'm going to go straight to Aishwarya Paliwal, who joins me from the new BJP headquarters. Aishwarya is with Himanshu, who covers the BJP as well. Aishwarya, over to both of you. Give us a sense of how many leaders have arrived. And of course, a word on Dharmendra Pradhan. Is he also present at the BJP headquarters right now? Election in charge of the party in 2010, when the landslide was ensured. And again, it's the similar number. And he was the election in charge of the BJP in Bihar.
Well, definitely, Maria, we all need to speak about Dharmendra Pradhan and the kind of work that he has been doing, not just in this election, but over the past many elections. Now, to understand more, I will pitch in Himanshu. Himanshu ji, आप बहुत क्लोजली धर्मेंद्र प्रधान को फॉलो करते आए हैं, जिस तरीके से स्ट्रैटेजी बनाते हैं, जिस तरीके से जीत हुई है, तो क्या आपको ऐसा लगता है कि पूरा टीम एफर्ट था बीजेपी और एनडीए और सबका, और कई लोगों का तो वास्तविकता में मानना है कि 200 तो शायद नहीं एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे थे?
देखिए, दो चीज़ें. धर्मेंद्र प्रधान ने एक चीज़ को बहुत अच्छे तरीके से, बिहार की अगर राजनीति की बात करें तो वो जानते समझते हैं. 2010 में सह प्रभारी थे, 15 में वो सह प्रभारी रहे, 20 में नहीं रहे, लेकिन 20 के बाद आपको याद होगा जब जातिगत जनगणना को लेके पूरा डेलीगेशन आया, नीतीश कुमार से बात करने गए थे धर्मेंद्र प्रधान, जब ये आया कि उपराष्ट्रपति बनना चाहते हैं, तब भी तो जब भी संकट आए हैं बिहार में, धर्मेंद्र प्रधान वहाँ पे गए हैं और उन्होंने चीज़ों को मैनेज किया है. और इस बार भी उन्होंने, देखिए, आप जेडीयू के साथ बहुत अच्छे से जेल किया, संजय झा के साथ कोऑर्डिनेशन रखा, ललन सिंह से बातचीत की, ज़रूरत पड़ी तो जेडीयू के नेताओं के घर गए, चिराग पासवान के घर चले गए, उपेंद्र कुशवाहा के घर गए, जितेंद्र माझी के घर गए. उन्होंने कोई ऐसी चीज़ ऐसा नहीं रखा कि मैं क्योंकि बड़ी पार्टी की तरफ से हूं और इसको आप मेरे यहाँ आइए या जहाँ मैं ठहरा हूँ, वो नहीं किया. उन्होंने चीज़ों को मैनेज किया और अगर कहीं कुछ चीज़ें कोऑर्डिनेशन में गड़बड़ हो रही थी, उनको जोड़ने का काम किया. और उसके साथ साथ अगर आप देखें तो संगठन को वो बहुत अच्छी तरीके से जानते हैं, क्योंकि अखिल भारतीय विद्यार्थी परिषद में वो रहे, युवा मोर्चा के अध्यक्ष रहे, उड़ीसा में एमएलए रहे. हम सब लोग जानते हैं उनका एक्सपीरियंस. देखिए, आप जनरल सेक्रेटरी रहे पार्टी के, कर्नाटक के इंचार्ज रहे 2012 में, उसके बाद उत्तराखंड रहे, उसके साथ साथ फिर वो बिहार आ गए तमाम, और 2014 में भी जब नीतीश कुमार अलग हो गए थे तो धर्मेंद्र प्रधान ही कमान संभाल रहे थे एज ए संगठन के प्रभारी के तौर पर, और उस टाइम का परफॉर्मेंस भी जो है वो क्या परफॉर्मेंस था उसको याद कीजिए। तो धर्मेंद्र प्रधान बिहार की राजनीति को, वहाँ के जातिगत समीकरणों को, वहाँ के क्षेत्रीय समीकरणों को बहुत भली भांति जानते हैं, और ये कहें कि वहाँ की सोशल इंजीनियरिंग जो है ना, धर्मेंद्र प्रधान को समझ आती है। और यही कारण है कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी की जो लीडरशिप है, उन्होंने भी धर्मेंद्र प्रधान को वहाँ की जिम्मेदारी दी। 2020 में ये जिम्मेदारी जो है वो भूपेंद्र यादव के पास थी, लेकिन इस बार धर्मेंद्र प्रधान को दी। और धर्मेंद्र प्रधान ने क्योंकि एक बड़ा काम करके दिखाया था, आपको याद हो मध्य प्रदेश की जो जीत में, मध्य प्रदेश कह रहा हूँ सॉरी, उत्तर प्रदेश की जो जीत थी उसमें एक बड़ा रोल जो है वो उनका रहा। कहीं ना कहीं भारतीय जनता पार्टी ऐसे लोगों को बड़ा बनाती है। उन्होंने नीचे से संघर्ष किया और बिहार की पॉलिटिक्स को बहुत अच्छी तरीके से जानते समझते हैं। और बिहार का जो बॉर्डर एरिया है वो उत्तर प्रदेश से लगता है, तो उत्तर प्रदेश में भी उन्होंने जिस तरीके से संगठन के तौर पे काम किया और वहाँ के नेताओं को भारतीय जनता पार्टी के बॉर्डर एरिया पे लाके उन विधानसभा सीटों पे, गोपालगंज, सिवान, छपरा, ये तमाम ऐसी जगह हैं, बक्सर, वहाँ लाकर लगाना और उनको विधानसभाओं का उनसे रोज कोऑर्डिनेशन कर, ये मुझे लगता है बेहतर है। और अलायंस के अंदर किसी भी तरीके की कोई भी दिक्कत होती तो धर्मेंद्र प्रधान बातचीत करते थे, उसका सॉल्यूशन ढूंढते थे, किसी भी तरीके की कंट्रोवर्सी में नहीं जाना चाहते थे।
Solution, you know, that is something, Maria, that Dharmendra Pradhan was always looking at and making sure that he does not speak anything which goes against the very fabric of the NDA. And that's the reason why we are seeing the kind of tremendous win that the NDA has in its kitty. Maria.
Yes, and deep understanding of how politics plays out in Bihar, how the dynamics and the social coalitions work out in Bihar. So, you know, this next generation of leaders, Amitabh Tiwari, a word on them, they are made election prabharis of various states. Then they travel to that state, spend time there, work with various partners, go to the brass tacks, try and understand the blueprint. And that's what the BJP is, nurturing a new generation of leaders who will be taking up bigger responsibilities.
Bench strength, as we call in sports. It has so many leaders whom they send out to states to get their hands dirty, let's say, to learn the skills of political management and election management from the ground itself. Now you see Dharmendra Pradhan. I mean, I heard that C.R. Patil, who was the president of Gujarat BJP, was made in charge of just 2 seats in Bihar.
That's right.
Just 2 seats. I mean, for a person who is also a central minister, perhaps, and state president of Gujarat,
that's the nature of
given responsibility
micromanagement
of
that
2
the
seats.
BJP does.
2 seats. I mean, imagine it hurting the ego of a person from some other party. If some other party top leader is being made in charge of 2 seats, I mean, in most cases, they will not even take up the assignment. But here you have leaders, of course, coming up from the RSS cadre, and they have the discipline, etc., and strong ideological roots. They are willing to work for the party on the ground and willing to strengthen the organization, willing to take up challenges, whatever they are, even though they look in small numbers, but have a very big impact finally on the electoral results.
Okay, let's cut across to Rohit's interview with Chirag Paswan. Chirag Paswan's LJP has won close to 20 seats. Remember, they had contested on 28.
एनडीए की आज बिहार चुनाव में बम्पर जीत हुई है, लैंडस्लाइड विक्ट्री, 200 से भी ज्यादा सीटें एनडीए को आई है। और इस बड़ी जीत के एक बड़े महत्वपूर्ण किरदार रहे हैं चिराग पासवान, जो इस वक्त आज तक पर एक्सक्लूसिव हमारे साथ बात करने के लिए मौजूद हैं। चिराग, ये बताइए, क्या माने, आपके लकी मैस्कट हैं आप, क्या हैं, हनुमान हैं, क्या हैं? इतनी जबरदस्त परफॉर्मेंस एनडीए का और आपकी पार्टी का भी।
मैं बिल्कुल मानूंगा कि कहीं ना कहीं मेहनत रंग लाती है, एकजुटता रंग लाती है, विनम्रता रंग लाती है। एक तरफ एक ऐसा गठबंधन जो घमंड में था, और मैंने बार बार इस बात को कहा था रोहित भाई, जब आपसे भी मेरी ऑफ द रिकॉर्ड जब बातचीत होती थी, सो आई मेंशन दिस कि मेरी इस बात को हमेशा हाईलाइट किया जाता है कि 2020 में चुनाव लड़के मैंने जनता दल यूनाइटेड को नुकसान पहुंचाया, पर मैंने फ़ायदा किसको पहुंचाया? वो राष्ट्रीय जनता दल को उस वक्त उस परिस्थिति का लाभ हुआ था, जिसकी वजह से वो इस अहंकार में आ गए थे कि बिहार की जनता ने उन्हें सबसे बड़ी पार्टी चुना, सबसे ज़्यादा विधायक चुने। मैंने उस वक्त भी ऑन रिकॉर्ड, मेरे पिछले भी इंटरव्यूज अगर आप अपने साथ निकालेंगे तो आई मेंशन दिस ऑन रिकॉर्ड कि अगर राजद, अगर उस वक्त हम लोग यूनाइटेड एनडीए 2020 में भी लड़ता तो राजद 25 सीटें पार नहीं कर पाती। और आज कहीं ना कहीं वही परिस्थिति, किसी को अगर इतना भी अहंकार हो जाए कि जनादेश का आप इंतजार किए बिना बोले कि 18 तारीख को हम शपथ लेंगे, ये सारी बातें नहीं चलती हैं। तो एक तरफ हमारा गठबंधन जो एकजुटता के साथ, विनम्रता के साथ विकास की बातें कर रहा था, प्रधानमंत्री जी के सोच की बात कर रहा था, मुख्यमंत्री जी के अनुभव की बात कर रहा था, चिराग पासवान के बिहार फर्स्ट बिहारी फर्स्ट की बात कर रहा था, तो वहीं दूसरी तरफ महागठबंधन जो सहयोगियों तक को सम्मान देने को तैयार नहीं था, छीना कशी करके मुख्यमंत्री का चेहरा घोषित किया जा रहा था, उप मुख्यमंत्री के लिए आपने सारी सीटें दांव पे लगा दी कि मुझे उप मुख्यमंत्री घोषित किया जाए। जनता इन बातों को सहज स्वीकार नहीं करती और ये नुकसान उनको हुआ।
चिराग, कौन से फैक्टर्स आपको रहता है कि मतलब आपको लगता है इंपॉर्टेंट रहा जिसकी वजह से इतनी बड़ी जीत जो है वो मिली है?
मेरे प्रधानमंत्री जी पे देश बिहार की जनता का विश्वास, पिछले 11 सालों में जिस तरीके से प्रधानमंत्री जी के नेतृत्व में जन कल्याण की योजनाओं को धरातल पर उतार कर, भले लाख कोई बोले पर जात पात धर्म मजहब से उठकर हम लोगों ने उन योजनाओं को धरातल पर उतार कर देश की एक बड़ी आबादी को इसका लाभ भी मिला। 25 करोड़ से ज़्यादा लोग गरीबी रेखा से बाहर निकले। पिछले 1 साल सवा साल में जब से तीसरी बार हमारी सरकार बनी केंद्र में, मेरे प्रधानमंत्री जी का 12-13 बार चुनाव से पहले बिहार आना, लाखों करोड़ों की परियोजनाओं को ना सिर्फ बिहारियों के लिए समर्पित करना, उनका शुभारंभ करना, बल्कि उद्घाटन करना। जिस तरीके से मेरे प्रधानमंत्री जी के शब्दों में बोलूं तो नरेंद्र और नीतीश दोनों की जोड़ी ने एकजुटता दिखाने का काम किया। डबल इंजन की सरकार सही मायनों में क्या होती है, पिछले सवा सालों में जनता को समझ में आया। जिस तरीके से बिहार फर्स्ट बिहारी फर्स्ट की सोच का समावेश एनडीए गठबंधन के भीतर हुआ, मैं मानता हूं ये तमाम फैक्टर कलेक्टिवली रिस्पॉन्सिबल रहे इस जीत के लिए।
So the Prime Minister is going to be at the BJP headquarters any moment now. You can see the movement of his cavalcade. Let's zoom into that. The Prime Minister will be entering. He has just entered the BJP headquarters. This is the new BJP headquarters at the ITO in Delhi. A big moment for the BJP, a big moment for Narendra Modi himself. Remember, he did road shows, he did rallies across Bihar. That's the kind of, carpet bombing, as we say, of the presence that we see from the Prime Minister himself, the kind of involvement that he ensures when it is about elections across the country. That's what we see when we look at these visuals. Manisha, we are looking at this visual of the Prime Minister arriving at the BJP headquarters. Your thoughts on this?
Modi! 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 Modi!
Prime Minister Narendra Modi's and his role in this election and the victory in Bihar. Amitabh.
I think it is very critical, Maria, and we have discussed this many times in the past.
Yes.
That this election marks the entry of national leadership in Bihar
State
politics. Correct. Now you have a Nemo, you can say, Nitish Kumar plus Modi factor work. In our vote wipe trackers, we saw that while 15% of voters were voting in the name of the CM face, 17% of the voters were voting in the name of the prime ministerial face. Even the credit for the Mahila Rozgar Yojana, 17% of voters were giving credit to Prime Minister Modi and 22% to both Modi and Nitish Kumar. So you can say that this fatigue factor which was getting developed for Nitish Kumar, I think Modi realized this and he realized that Nitish Kumar would need a helping hand in this election.
Okay, that
and
he
both
has
of
a
them have come back.
gamcha. That's a gamcha in his hand.
Yeah.
That's a huge symbol again. A message going straight to Bihar. That gamcha hil gaya hai. That he is the man who ensured what was considered impossible in this election. A victory of 202 with that gamcha movement. You know, this is what Prime Minister Modi does. I mean, these are messaging that you see. And he's wearing a scarf, which is again of Mithila painting. Just look at this.
Yeah, I mean, these small gestures and symbols mean a lot. You remember there was a Chhath festival in Bihar. Lalu Yadav's family was participating in the festival. If Rahul Gandhi or Priyanka Gandhi would have visited Lalu Yadav's family during the Chhath festival, then it would have given a sense of unity, sent a message of unity to the cadre and the voters or supporters of Mahagathbandhan. But even that was not done. And you have actually a statement made by Rahul Gandhi on Chhath, which created a controversy. So these small symbols of gesture, the understanding of the culture, language, history of state politics is also very important when you are making speeches or when you are conducting rallies in these state elections. And that is where I think the BJP is miles ahead, you would say, of competition, largely the Congress
And here
party.
goes the gamcha again. The gamcha which is associated with Biharis, and the Prime Minister is connecting with the gamcha, the image of a Mithila painting which is there on his scarf. What a message there. How do you describe this?
A message of victory,
A message of victory.
a message of
This is a victory lap.
unity, a message of motivation to the workers, a message of gratitude also to the workers and supporters who have helped and burnt the midnight oil in achieving this scale of victory
Yes,
in Bihar,
unprecedented.
which was never imagined.
Aishwarya, look at what the Prime Minister's initial messaging is. The gamcha moment of Prime Minister Modi.
Well, Maria, you know, since morning we are seeing at the BJP headquarters, there are different flavors of Bihar which have been brought to the fore. Be it the snacks that were being served, the breakfast, the quintessential sattu paratha with the bangan chokha that we all had. And then for lunch, there was litti chokha. So, you know, the BJP obviously trying to send out a very clear message that we understand what Bihar wants. Otherwise, the kind of wave that we have seen, the silent tsunami of sorts, because no one, in fact, and let me tell you, even NDA was not projecting this kind of victory, but this is something that has actually happened. They have been able to break the barrier. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, in fact, he is the one who everyone is now speaking about, that the kind of development that he's done. Even, Maria, if you remember the road show that he did in the city of Patna, you and I were there, the kind of craze that people had, not just women, but we also saw how, you know, men, youth, the elderly, all of them had come there and all of them were speaking about the kind of development that they have seen over the past 20 years. So that is something that they want, that it should continue, and they want Bihar to shrug off that image that Bihar is a place where no one wants to go, industries do not want to go. So that image Bihar definitely wants to shrug off, and that's the reason why we are seeing this. And Prime Minister Narendra Modi has always been the one making sure that he gives out those signals, those symbols. Let me tell you, the BJP headquarters here in the national capital, each and every nook and corner is now speaking about Bihar, from the food to what the Prime Minister has been wearing, and a very clear message and symbol that we understand what the state of Bihar wants. Maria.
Yes, and the message is also that what Prime Minister did in the run-up to these elections for the last 6 months, he has been traveling to Bihar regularly, Aishwarya, for the inauguration of various infrastructure projects. So the message of the double-engine government was also being reiterated much before the Model Code of Conduct kicked in.